I threw a surprise birthday party for my son because I feel like he's getting neglected by his mother. Because we have three kids, a 15-year-old girl, a 12-year-old girl, and a 10-year-old son. And I feel like the favoritism that she's shown to the girls has just turned out to downright abuse to my son. Because for years now, and I'm mad that I didn't notice it earlier, she treat my son differently. Like the girls could skip out on chores, or if they got punished, it wasn't as strict as my son. Like one of my daughters has went a year without washing dishes. While my son has to take out the trash every night, he has to mow the lawn and do yard work every weekend. He never has missed a chore. Whereas my daughters, my wife is very lenient with them. And one thing that she does, she throws like these extravagant birthday parties for them. And whenever it's my son's turn, his birthday, she gets like a cake from Publix and gives him like a pat on the back and is like, "Happy birthday, son." And I asked her about it and she said he doesn't need all that because he's a boy. Girls need their mothers more. The girls need their parents more, which always rubbed me the wrong way. But this past year, for my daughter, she do like a bohemian theme or something like that, and everybody was outside like at the Bahamas or something. They had like coconut drinks, all the works, right? And for my other daughter, she had like a spa type thing, and everybody had their own like makeshift. It was a lot basically. It was a lot. They even had like matching outfits and stuff like that. It was a lot. And my son has never gotten this. And I've seen the way his eyes light up whenever he sees what his sisters are getting. So for this year, I'm planning his birthday party. And I haven't told anything about it to my wife. I didn't tell her anything about it because I planned it right. I didn't want her to have the opportunity to ruin it because she feels like, right, he's a man, he's a boy, he doesn't need that type of stuff. But my son is 10. He's 10 years old. Of course, he wants a birthday party. So I planned to go to a trampoline park. I rented out. Kids love trampolines, right? I also seen his favorite video game, and I started the design work based off his video game, right? I even went to his school to talk to some of his friends to get them invited, like get them all in on a surprise because it's a surprise party. And I wasn't gonna tell my wife. I wasn't gonna tell my wife at first because I didn't know how she would feel. I didn't know how she would react to it because for years, right, she has treated our daughters differently. So I wanted it to be a surprise for my son. I didn't want anything to ruin his day. So I asked some people about it and told them what I had going on, and they was like, "That sounds like your wife is being abusive to your son." And I was like, "What? No." But then I looked at it from an outside perspective because I've been in this family. And I was like, yeah, if I was a dad and I seen that going on, how, his mom wasn't throwing parties for him and stuff like that, I think that too. So the night before the party, I approached my wife. I approached my wife and I said, hey, we need to talk about our son and, the treatment of him. And she was like, what are you saying? I was like, well, uh, you've been giving the girls birthday parties and not really giving our son birthday parties. It seems like you're treating them a little unfairly. And at first, she tried to play dumb, like she didn't know what I was talking about. So I gave her examples. I was like, well, our daughter hasn't washed dishes in a year. Our son, he goes out there and he cuts the grass every weekend. She says, well, boys, men need discipline. I'm like, no. Yeah, men do need discipline. Don't get me wrong. But it's a difference when one kid is just forced to always do something and the other kids can just do whatever. So I was like, and when it comes to the birthday things, what you're doing, you're getting our daughters gifts. You're getting them just because gifts. Our son doesn't get any of that. You take them on, girls' day, and I get it. I get it. You can bond with the girls. Y'all can gossip. Y'all can get your nails done. I get that. but you're not doing anything with our son, anything at all, even just a walk in the park. So I was like, this act of favoritism is just turning into outright abuse. And that's when things took a turn. She stood up. She said, "Are you trying to say I'm abusive?" And I'm like, "No." In a calm voice, I'm like, "No, I'm not saying you're abusive. I'm calling the behavior abusive, right? I'm calling this behavior abusive." She then got mad at me, called me controlling, said all type of other stuff, and said how she was a good mom to her son, and all that. I'm like, I'm not saying you're not a good mom. I'm just saying we need to address this behavior. That way, we both can be better parents to our kids. We just need to address this behavior. And she said, if you think you're so much of a better parent, throw the party by yourself. She then got both our daughters. Love said she was going to her mom's house. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was calm at first, but we started yelling. We started arguing because I got frustrated. I got fed up. I got fed up with what she was saying. I got frustrated. And I never yell. It takes a lot to get me to yell. But I feel like this issue needs to be addressed. So she left. And it comes the next day, the day of the party. The day of the party. I already got the cake and everything ready. I not so subtly asked my son, "Hey, if you were to get any cake you wanted, what type of cake would you get?" And he said, "Dad, a chocolate cake with cookies all over it." So excited because all he's ever got is a Publix cake. So I get my son the cake, it's in the refrigerator, and I take him. We're going to the trampoline park. We are going to the trampoline park because nothing is going to ruin my son's day. We get to the trampoline park. All his friends are there. He's excited. He starts to have a good time. To my surprise, his mother shows up. His mother shows up with the girls. And she immediately goes into mom mode, like mom at a party mode. Now, my son, he thinks his mom has thrown this party. And I don't have the heart to tell him, no, that she didn't do it. Daddy did that. I don't have the heart to say that. So she gets into mom mode. She starts, talking to the guests, helping out with the kids, talking to our son, all type of stuff. She ain't said nothing to me. She hasn't addressed anything that we talked about last night or nothing. She's just moving like nothing happened. My oldest daughter, the 15-year-old, she's chaperoning some of the younger kids. And my 12-year-old, she's hosting like a dodgeball tournament. Everybody is moving like a family. Like last night just didn't happen. So cool. The party goes off, it's great, and I get my son a PS5. He's been asking for it for years. I saved up the money myself. And I bought him that. Me and my wife gave it to him together. Lit up. Like kids do. His eyes lit up. All the other kids are happy for him. They're screaming, "Yay!" Great. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to see. This is what my son deserves. This is what I wanted to see. The party ends. We go back home. My wife still hasn't addressed what we said last night. Nothing. She hasn't talked to me about anything. We're just moving on, right? We're just moving on. And I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means for my marriage. I don't know what this means for my family. I don't know. I know my son's birthday party went well, and that's what I want. But now, I don't know what my wife is gonna do. I don't even know what she's thinking. She hasn't talked to me. She hasn't talked to me. She's just been acting like everything's okay. So I'm really wondering what happens from here. Part of me thinks that when she went to her mom's house and she took the kids, her mom asked her what happened, and her mom was like, "You damn right, he right. He's right. You treating that boy different." I think her mom talked some sense into her. That's what I think. But I don't know. I just know I did right by my son, and I hope my wife realizes it and she gets better when it comes to favoritism.